Winter is here. It snowed and it melted.
Oh, it was glorious.
It was very glorious until you have to go out in it.
I like walking in the snow. It's soothing.
What was the question I asked you the other day, Aki? You told me I had to ask that question to Terrence.
I have no clue. You know I have very, very short-term selective memory.
Wait, you're supposed to ask me a question?
I don't remember what it was.
Me neither.
And this is going to bug me for the rest of this podcast. Thank you both.
You're welcome.
Apparently there's a certain way that I asked it that had her laughing, and I was being
I laugh a lot,
serious.
though.
What was the question about?
I don't know.
We don't know.
Oh, my God.
We love you, Sano.
That doesn't fix anything.
Was it about Pokemon?
Maybe. I don't know. We've been playing Pokemon a lot. But the reason why I said that winter is here is because it's actually here. And then also I've heard some things about Game of Thrones. Ooh, season 7.
I'm going to assume that you watched that because I don't.
I don't.
But
I occasionally catch a glimpse of it with Vox. But without further ado, let's get started. Come on. Yeah.
Welcome all to episode 58 of Non-Canon Podcast. It is I, Sano, with my two colleagues, Vox. Say hi, Vox.
Hi.
And Aki. Say hi, Aki.
What's cracking?
So we begin with our normal announcements, which is watch our stuff. We will be streaming primarily, Tuesday, Wednesday?
Something like that, yeah.
Primarily Tuesday, Wednesday, we will push out streams primarily on Twitch. I like to do it on Facebook, but keep an eye on that stuff. Bring your friends, like, comment, subscribe. Is rating still a thing?
What?
Is that still a thing? Rate?
Yes.
I'm good.
Subscribe, like, thumbs up, stars, all that.
Share.
All that jazz.
Friends.
Family.
Please.
How do you feel?
I feel like I'm actually hungry.
That's not exactly what I was talking about, but that's okay. I mean, you just did my job.
All right.
Thanks.
Not a problem. You get a break today.
Thanks.
Are you mad?
No.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
not. But
I guess I'll start us off today.
look at that. Oh my God, Sano.
I only have one thing to talk about, but I think it's going to take a little bit.
Well.
During the PlayStation Experience event that was a couple days ago, Capcom announced Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I mean, it was a little bit not really leaked, but kind of confirmed that there was going to be an announcement that the game did exist. But during the PlayStation Experience, we actually got a good look at gameplay and some of the confirmed characters. First up, we got 6 characters confirmed right away. On Marvel's side, we got Iron Man, Captain America, and newcomer Captain Marvel. And on Capcom's side, we have Ryu, Morgan, and newcomer Mega Man X. I'm actually very surprised that they got X in the game this time because they were very resistant about putting him in initially. So far, I mean, so much so that they brought Zero into the game and even made fun of the fact that Mega Man wasn't even in there or X wasn't in there. It's going to go back to basics. This is going to be 2-on-2 combat instead of 3-on-3. Another thing that they're changing is that apparently there's not going to be any assists in the game, but instead there's going to be tag combos that sort of like what you saw in say Tekken Tag Tournament 2, where a combo can start with one character, you tag the other one in, they continue the combo, or however you want that to work. The gameplay is going to still be fast paced from what we saw in the trailer, but it's going to be more akin to Street Fighter V, according to Capcom, which I really don't know what that means yet. A new mechanic that they showed off a little bit were the presence of Infinity Stones. We saw 2 of them in. What's that look?
Go on. I'm interested.
We saw 2 of them in action. We saw the Power and the Time Infinity Stones. The Power Infinity Stone will increase the character's attack power, which is kind of obvious, and the Time Infinity Stone will allow a character to warp around, pretty much giving them a teleport. I'm interested in seeing where this goes, because anyone that knows me knows that I hated Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and its Ultimate Incarnation because they were broken pieces of crap. Oh my god. I'm hoping that the infinite in the title is not indicative of a mechanic that Capcom kind of just said, you know what, this is going to be fine, and now referring to, of course, infinite combos. It got pretty bad because even in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, they started actually teaching how to do infinite combos, which is kind of saying a lot. They just gave up after a while.
Really?
Yeah. I learned one with Zero. It was pretty fun. But,
boo.
Yeah, with no real defense in this game against Infinites, they kind of soured the whole experience for me. At least, that's the way I feel. So hopefully the gameplay is a bit more refined this time around. I do know that, especially since we know X-Men characters got announced right away, I think a lot of people are getting kind of nervous that they're not going to be there. Of course, when the game was rumored before, we already got kind of word that X-Men characters or characters that are owned by Fox might not make the cut this time around. And I feel like they might try to get some like the well-known mainstays like Wolverine or Magneto.
Continue.
But outside of that, like, we haven't seen a Fantastic Four character outside of really Super Skrull, but we won't see any Fantastic Four characters. We finally got Deadpool in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, but he might not make an appearance. So I'm just interested in seeing how it goes. They announced 6 characters so far. The game is slated to launch in 2017, and they're going to continue announcing more about the game as time goes on, obviously.
I still want Rogue, though. Give me Rogue! That's the only reason why I will play the game, because I haven't played a Marvel vs. Capcom game since probably 2 on my Xbox. That ate my game.
I just want them to make the game good. I don't want...
That's a lot to ask for nowadays.
That is... Unfortunately. I mean, the fact that, like, I can pick Magneto and, like, pretty much punch something until it dies and they have nothing to say or do about it kind of irritates me. But looking at gameplay, I didn't see a whole lot of that, though I think I saw Iron Man do something that kind of scared me a bit.
Like, scared you as in, like, actually gave you the heebie-jeebies, or scared you as in this game gonna suck scared?
There was a bit of a combo that, because they released 2 trailers. One was like the initial reveal trailer that was shown at the event, and then another one came like a day after where they showed extended gameplay footage, and that's when they announced Captain America and Morgan. But there was a combo that Iron Man did that kind of seemed kind of repetitive, and that kind of just it kind of rubbed me the wrong way, I guess.
A lot of those games are kind of repetitive, though.
Well,
unless you get into games like Street Fighter, but then even then, some of the combos can be very repetitive. I mean, you got like Tekken, and then games like Blast Blue and Guilty Gear and Arcana Hearts and those games.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Just don't mess this up, because I actually do want to buy this one.
I'll come over and play it before I buy it.
Neat.
All right.
Share play it.
Sure. So have you guys seen the trailer for Assassin's Creed on TV yet?
Wait. No, well, I don't actually watch TV, but they're actually...
But yes, there's a commercial for it. Or, commercial trailer. There's a trailer for it. / commercial.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Fox, you've seen it, right?
Yep.
What do you think about it?
Nope.
It has one of my favorite actresses from The Dark Knight Returns. I can't remember the name of the movie. I think that's it. Marion Cotillard. I'm pretty sure I butchered that, and I apologize. But she's Bae. She is Talia. from.
You really?
Yes, I did. I did that on purpose.
Okay.
I love you guys. Love me back. Okay, fine. Anyway, catch the Assassin's Creed trailer that's out. And the reason why I'm talking about that is because there's a movie studio by the name of Annapurna. I'm pretty sure I butchered that. Annapurna Pictures is joining the gaming industry by making a publishing company in addition to their movie making. Why are you looking at me like that? Do you know who they are? Do you know if they've done?
What have they done?
They've done movies like Zero Dark 30, The Master, Sausage Party. Yeah? No?
You know, I wanted to see Sausage Party because I heard it was hilarious.
I don't
Never happened. Couldn't find people to go with. I'm not going to the movies alone.
Don't do that. we will judge you.
I don't care.
Because we love you. Anyway, basically they're calling their new publishing studio Annapurna Interactive. So basically they already have some games ready to be published coming out in spring of 2017. They have a puzzle game by the name of Gorgoa. I believe that's how it's pronounced. And another game called What Remains of Edith Finch.
That was released recently. The trailer for it.
Yeah, I think I may have seen a glimpse of it.
God damn it!
But that's being published by them, and they also have a handful of other publishing projects coming up. The company, you may or may not have heard of it, called Phenomena or Funomena, Japanese, I guess, which is the house of the creator of Katamari Damacy. So I'm hoping that another Katamari Damacy game comes out because they need to come out with one because it's needed. Bring me one on PS4.
Katamari is essential to our survival.
Yes, Aki's survival. I need to roll up every fucking thing. Anyway, also another game. I think it works by the creator of Katamari Damacy. It's called Wattam, Wattam. That's another game that's coming out next year or late 2008 or early 2018. And then also they actually have a couple of people that have worked on very well-known projects working in this studio. Yeah, people who worked on Journey, God of War, Mortal Kombat, Everyone's Gone to the Rapture, Flower, and Fat Princess. And that's just naming a few. So they got some well-educated people in this studio.
So in other words, they ain't fucking around.
Nah! No, they ain't messing around. They gonna blow our minds. Hopefully. And then for my last piece, I only have 2 pieces today. King of Fighters 14 is getting a graphics update. Have you ever seen a game get a graphics update before?
I feel like there was one that I can think of, but I can't think of the title right now.
The one that was just like Borderlands, but a serious version of Borderlands?
What?
Which one was that?
I don't remember.
I mean, there's the prequel, and then...
No, it wasn't Borderlands. It's a game just like Borderlands, but it was supposed to be a serious version of it.
I have no clue. But I've never heard of a game getting a graphics update.
Rust? No. I don't remember.
But this isn't common. This isn't a common thing at all.
This is not very common. So that's why I'm just ooh, let me look at this. Let me tilt my head and get a better view. But anyway, the update is coming January of next year. So in a couple of weeks, believe it or not. It's kind of scary.
Oh yeah, this year is almost over, isn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, so along with the graphics update, you can expect new colors. They're basically primary colors: pink, blue, green, yellow, cyan, whatever. But from the updates that they are planning on having, it just looks like they changed the lighting, quite honestly. It looks a little bit darker, but it also makes the characters look a little bit more defined. I guess a good example would be Joe Higashi, the Muay Thai fighter with the tornado kick move. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him.
Tornado kick.
But he was also in Fatal Fury.
No?
Okay. If you look at the comparison that they have the before and they have the after. You can clearly like see the definition of his abs because he doesn't wear a shirt basically, so you can see his abs and the definition in it. And then also you can tell with the hair. The hair has like you can kind of see the layers. It looks terrible, but you can see the layers. Yeah, I know.
A for effort.
A minus. But anyway,
well, effort doesn't start with A.
Okay, Zeno. The coloring of the characters look better. It doesn't look as vibrant. Like I said, it looks a little bit darker, but I mean, it is a step up from what it was before. But quite honestly, it still looks like a glorified Xbox game. But it gets a gold star for its fighting system because their fighting system is really awesome. As you guys have noticed that I don't play fighting games very often, but King of Fighters was one of the ones that I did make an appearance on, and I do occasionally play it when I can find it.
I heard you did quite well.
I did terrible. Who told you that?
I heard you did quite well.
Who told you that? They need to be body slammed. I'm on a wrestling kick. They need to be body slammed right now. Who did it?
I mean, Aki gonna review that WWE 2K17?
I might.
Oh.
Actually, I'm not buying that game. That game looks terrible to me. No. I'll go watch it. Real life. But, no, I'm kind of excited for that update, though.
It is interesting.
It's new. No other game that we can think of. I mean, if you guys think of a game.
Unless you count, but I wouldn't even count those, really.
Which ones?
Like any of the games that got updates recently with the PlayStation Pro.
Like Ratchet and Clank, Uncharted. Was it Shadow of Mordor?
Yeah, that was, oh god.
But,
like I bought that just simply because Sony randomly gave me $10 on PSN. It's like, oh, okay, cool. And then I was just moving around the store, and then Shadow of Mordor was on sale for like $9. I'm like, cool.
How does that game look, by the way?
It's interesting. That's so much like the game that when did Shadow of Mordor come out?
2 years ago.
It's closer to the launch of the system, of the original PS4 at least. But it's just interesting to me that they would go back and put that much effort into a game that's pretty much like when it comes to like single player games, like its time has passed.
You're I can't even say anything to that. Your
time has passed. Single player games don't last that long.
Unless you're me, because I replayed my game several times.
Well, outside of that, the rare person that will, because I can't tell you how many times I played some single player games back on PS2, but that's because the PS2 era was such a better game, better generation. But we'll get into that another day.
Yep.
Maybe not.
Maybe.
But yeah, unless you count those, I don't think a game has legitimately came out, or it's happened very rarely where a game has legitimately came out with a patch just to improve the way the game looks.
Ew.
Maybe the way the game functions. Well, that's what all patches are, but not graphically. At least not what I can think of.
Yeah, Shadow of Mordor came out 2 years ago.
Oh, I was right. I used to work at a video game store, and I was there when it came out. Anyway. That hurts. It hurts my feels.
I'm sorry.
But it happens. But, dude, Video Game Awards. Apparently, it was how many people viewed it. It was up by 63%.
It was up from last year?
Yeah. It was like 3.8 million people that watched it or something like that.
Probably because of Kojima.
Probably. I watched it for Kojima.
So right after he got his award, you just turned it off?
I didn't.
I didn't care.
I think I was more confused at the video. Or the trailer.
Oh, Death Stranding?
Yeah, I was more confused at that.
Oh, yeah, no one knows what the hell's going on. Yeah, apparently even one of the actors in the game doesn't know what's going on. I can't remember his name, and I feel like I should, but then again, I don't pay attention to like pop culture like that anyway.
That's the best thing ever. They don't know what's going on, and
it's like they just handed us a script. We just did stuff.
Yeah, I got paid for it. I don't know what this is. I just got paid for it. Okay.
Well, maybe if
I see you.
Maybe if they'd realize that more people are watching this, then perhaps they will take it more seriously
and not wear like jeans and a hoodie
and not invite. Oh my god, those musical performances just.
Oh god.
I'm like, what does this have to do with anything?
They're trying to appeal to the masses and failing miserably.
Which is why we created the non-Canon Awards. Last year we did this as a response to the god-awful award show that they created. And we're doing it this year again.
Because why not?
We took the liberty of adding things and then removing them from what we saw fit.
For entertainment value, of course.
Yeah.
Best mobile game didn't need to have one. Narrative didn't need to have one. Performance didn't need to have one. Who cares?
Anything that Nolan North does is going to win regardless. Doesn't matter.
Exactly. We just wanted to get down to, as much as it's going to pay me to say this, the meat and potatoes of it all. That just sounds so played out. Anyway.
I'm hungry.
It's good, though.
So we wanted to get down to that and come up with our own. So, is everyone ready?
Yeah.
As I'll ever be.
All right. First nominee on the non-Canon Awards. Most anticipated game. Spoiler alert, there is no winner to this.
Not at all. For this one, should we just go down the line and say our most anticipated?
Sure.
Who wants to start?
I'll start.
Okay.
I just recently finished South Park Stick of Truth this year, and
she snickers.
I can't believe why it took me so long. I absolutely enjoyed that game, and it's my new favorite RPG. So now I am highly anticipating South Park Fractured But Whole, and I cannot wait for it to come out.
Stay with us.
Okay. I'm good. I'm sorry, Max.
No, you're good. I said what I'm waiting for. I seriously cannot wait for it to come out.
I'm excited too. I want to watch Fox play. There is some crazy ass scenes in the Stick of Truth. But anyway, my most anticipated game is Mass Effect Andromeda. Dog.
If I don't get a Nemesis, I'm not playing it.
We didn't even know that
jetpack down.
No, dude. If we can if all the classes can dodge side to side with their jetpacks, it's over. It is over.
If I have a Krogan with a jetpack, I'm losing my shit. It's like, how strong does this jetpack have to be to lift you up?
I quit. So I don't go.
Oh my god. My most anticipated is going to be Tekken 7. I know for a fact that game will carry me up to the next console launch.
It will carry you to heaven. It's gonna carry you to heaven.
Jesus.
Dog, let me know if June's in there.
I will.
Because if it
I will
is,
likely be streaming that when I get it.
I am wreck somebody.
We will likely be streaming that when we get it.
we all will be on that.
Oh yeah. But yeah.
All right. So the next nominee is Best Multiplayer. We have Overwatch, Call of Duty 4, and Xenoverse. Yeah.
We went with...
Mm-hmm.
We went with Xenoverse 2, didn't we?
Are you confident in that one?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You don't
Fox,
have some
don't
notes,
do this. Don't do this. You're making a second guess.
Xenoverse 2 because as a group, that is kind of one of the games that just took us once it launched.
Now, that does not mean that the game is perfect in any way.
Oh, no.
The basis of this whole thing is not going off of popularity contests, but games that we actually have fun with. It may not be a technological advancement or something that's sound, but it's based off of the games that we found fun. Short and sweet.
Yep.
Basically.
If you've seen our streams of us, or multi-streams, I should say, of us playing Xenoverse 2, you just know we had a blast. And that was a completely unintentional pun. I was so disgusting myself. Don't give me that look. I said I'm sorry. Actually, I didn't. I'm sorry.
So every award show has to have a throwaway. Ours is Best Strategy. Fire Emblem Fates, Project Cross Zone 2, and Civ 6. If you paid attention to our last podcast, you clearly know who wins this. So we're moving on to the next one. But if you didn't know, go watch live. I can't speak.
Last podcast, watch it. Go.
I wanted to say live for some reason. Now we're moving on to Best RPG. Again, our cutoff for a lot of these nominees is around October, or was October. So we didn't go anywhere past October. So no Final Fantasy 15, no Last Guardian, none of that stuff is going to be in here. Wanted to keep, or no.
Last Guardian is an RPG.
Yep. No, I'm sorry. I'm not.
Just as an example, yeah. But in this case, Pokemon Moon and Sun and Final Fantasy 15 were cut out because it came out too late.
Exactly. So we went with Star Ocean, Integrity and Faithlessness.
Yes.
Skyrim and Xenoverse 2.
Their names are so weird.
I know, right?
Japanese. Anyway.
Winner, please.
The winner is Xenoverse 2.
Hey.
We still had fun, regardless.
Regardless of what we were doing, even if it was us leaving a lobby to make another one.
Yeah. You thought that would have been done and changed around by now.
But no. Namco.
Exactly.
Dimps.
Come on now.
Change this shit. In Xenoverse 3, because we know there's going to be one.
Don't get me started.
And then we're moving on to Best Action Adventure. Rise of Tomb Raider, of course, it released for PC and PS4 this year. Uncharted 4 and Quantum Break. The winner of that category is Uncharted 4.
Hey.
Naughty Dog does their thing.
Exactly. They know how to do it. They've been doing it for a long time, and they just know their bread and butter. Next,
run, jump, and shoot shit. That's their bread and butter.
Some do it better than others.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Best music: Guilty Gear, Uncharted 4, and Amplitude. Yeah, I'm sure all of you forgot that Amplitude came out this year.
Oh, it was on a cusp.
So, do you guys remember? It's Amplitude.
Yeah.
It's Amplitude. It was actually like a legit music game.
Oh, man. Playing that game, it was like... playing through those tracks, and that game was hard as hell. But, it's just... I get hyped. Every song on there, it speaks to me almost. At least when I played it.
I like Guilty Gear's music, but Amplitude did have some really good music, though. Like, I actually have some on some CDs. Yeah, I still use CDs, because that's what my car uses. Leave me alone.
Unless you can't buy an attachment. Best studio.
I'm broke.
Blizzard, Telltale, or Naughty Dog. As a collective, once we did our research and we noticed that Blizzard really only has 4 to 5 games that they have out, and they've been around for
presence is ridiculous.
And they've been around for 25 years. Their presence is ridiculous, and they just purchased Major League Gaming earlier this year. They won.
Yep.
Nobody else on this list has done that.
Hands down.
Naughty Dog has several titles, and they recently came up with Uncharted in PlayStation 3. And that's when they gained a lot more of the recognition again. And then they built from there.
Yep. I mean, they had Crash Bandicoot. I think Jack and Daxter was more of a cult thing, really.
Exactly. A lot of those games were just small bases, didn't appeal to a wider audience like Uncharted did.
But that's when Uncharted is when they really hit mainstream.
Exactly. And Blizzard, just for some goddamn reason, was born on mainstream. And
born on mainstream lane.
I feel like the stream part could have been the street part.
Mainstream.
I quit. There's too many puns. I'm done.
You want another one?
No.
Mainstream is what it is on Twitch, too.
Oh, God.
Game of the Year. Which is not even our best. This is not even our best category. This is runner-up to the best category that we have coming. Game of the Year. Overwatch, Uncharted 4, and Titanfall 2. And if you guys are wondering why there's only 3 per... why there's only 3 per category, because there's only 3 of us.
Yeah.
How
Last
did
year
you
there
think
were
this would work?
5.
Because there's 5 of us here. 2 of them moved away. Now it's just us 3.
Jerks.
Traders.
Joes.
It's a good store. Anyway.
Game of the Year went to Overwatch. Game of the Year also won, or Overwatch also won Game of the Year with the Game Awards. Again, it's because out of all these 3 games, people are still playing Overwatch the most. for them to jump, what the fuck did the beta say? They jumped from like a couple hundred, and then like on the second beta, they jumped to like millions.
9.3 million.
There you go. And then when they actually bought the game, it jumped to like 11 million or something like that.
Yeah, it was really ridiculous.
So the fan base is huge. There's not a fan base like that for Titanfall. There's not a fan base like that for Uncharted.
People are after the games come out, after the games are done.
Yeah, they had their fucking fan base established well before the game even came out. So, just all around, the game's still being played. You can't really argue that. Whether you be a fan or not, the people are still playing Overwatch. People are still interested in it. People are not. They haven't put it. There's plenty of people that have not put this game down yet, and this came out half a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And we come to the finale, the best nominee ever.
Hey.
I'm calling it.
What
right
is it?
now, this
What
is
is
the
it?
best nominee
Fox.
section ever.
Vox, stop it.
And
What is it?
nobody else will
Fox.
be able to have this but
Fox.
us, so you're only hearing this on
Fox.
non-canon first.
Fox,
And
what
we will
is
be
it?
the only place to do that.
Fox.
There's never going to be one better than this. Game of the year doesn't even matter anymore. You're going to see a whole
Son of-
shift and change because we're making this an award.
I don't know if I can do anything to stop them.
Worst game of the year.
Apparently, I did something to stop them.
The nominees for worst game of the year is Mirror's Edge,
R.
Mighty Number 9, Mighty Number 9, No Man's Sky. And I really wanted to add another one to this.
Go ahead.
We might
Why
as
not?
well.
Pokemon Go.
Well, Rockets fired.
Rockets now?
It intensified. Bad
And
news intensified.
The winner is those that did not play any of these games.
Yay! Well,
We all
wait.
lost. Anybody that's
Damn.
sitting here recording and talking to you into your ears right now, we all lost.
Yeah.
But if you did not
Unfortunately.
play any one of those 4 games, you won.
Wait.
And I'll explain for Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go is great for the first 2 months. Then Niantic decided to play around with things they had no business playing around with.
Let's get rid of the tracker system.
Let's get rid of the tracking system that made the whole game. To give you a little bit of an idea of the tracking system, the way it was supposed to work is that Pokemon had steps next to them. 3, 2, and 1, depending on how many steps they had, dictated how far away they were. You would follow your character on the screen as he had a green circle around him.
Yep.
Or her.
That would pulse depending on how close or how far away the Pokemon was. The closer you got to the Pokemon, you will see the steady decline of 3 steps to 2 to 1. Once you've gotten to the 1, you didn't see any more steps, that Pokemon was bound to pop up at any given time. What they did is they took it out because it was bogging down the system too much because there were way too many people playing at once, which is not a bad thing. It's a
That
great,
and-
awesome thing.
That and a lot of people were using that, like, because of that tracking system, people were also, like, making programs that were able to go into the servers and figure out what was going to pop up where, and that was apparently causing a lot of stress, too.
And what they decided to do was punish the few that ended up punishing the whole. And everybody that played the game ended up suffering from it, and you notice there was a quick decline of users for the game. I myself, I think I might
Very
still have it
quick
on my phone,
decline.
but I'm not playing it anymore.
I don't have it on my phone. Well, I've also switched 2 phones in that time, but at the same time, by the time I had to go from one phone to the other, when my first phone switched this year, which is interesting when I didn't think about it, I made no effort to download it again, and I was already done playing it.
And the only reason why he had to switch so many phones is because he was getting caught up on the illegal almond milk trade.
Well, why didn't you tell us about this?
What the fuck? Oh my god.
Vox, why didn't you tell me about this? We
I just
need
found
almond
out.
milk. Come on now.
I just
I
found
just
this
don't buy
out.
it.
What the?
He was stealing it from Silk and putting it in his name.
Raider.
Joe's. This is where you sold it.
I quit.
I don't even know what's I will not sit here and let my name be slandered.
You say slathered?
Slandered.
Slathered in
Slandered.
No, slathered in
with an N. With an
slathered
N.
in almond milk.
That's disturbing.
But
then
other
again-
games that had worst game of the year nominee besides Pokemon Go was also No Man's Sky, known for its infamous false advertising on its games. That now is releasing a update about what do you want to say? 5 months later? No,
Not that long.
3 months later with an update.
2 or 3, one of those two.
It came out in August, right?
3 or 4.
Okay. With an update to fix some of its problems that it was promised at launch that it did not have.
Which I heard is a good update, but that doesn't really excuse...
That's 3 months too late. 3 to 4 months too late. Then we also have Mirror's Edge, which somehow tried to reboot.
Can I take this one?
Go ahead.
Oh my god! Because I played this, and you guys know that I was extremely stoked for that game. I was talking about it every single time there was a little bit of news. It's like Mirror's Edge Catalyst, everyone would be hype, but they decided that they want to take out every bit of originality that the original had and reboot it into some open world modern piece of garbage that had no real direction. Everything like the mechanics, they try to do some interesting thing with the mechanics, but the story didn't make any sense and it was boring. They made Faith boring. The world looked boring. Even the motif, like one of the things that I really liked about the original was its art design, but it's just everything just felt contrived. Like they were just trying a lot of different things, and they really had no idea what they wanted to do. Just make a Mirror's Edge game. You did it once. Why can't you do it again? It was stupid. I spent $60 on that garbage.
Next was Mighty Number 9.
Mighty Number 9 was supposed to be Keiji Inafune's pretty much his re-entry into the limelight, and Mega Man, quote unquote, his re-entry into modern game society. But I don't know what happened between them, confusing Kickstarter campaign and all this other garbage, but that game is very bland. It retains none of the charm of Mega Man or any of his incarnations. It's literally just you running and jumping, and you're wondering why you decided to even buy this. It's not fun. It's just not a fun game. One of the bosses you spend like chasing down an endless corridor, and there's really no real hint as to where he is except for a little laser, and then I give up.
Disgruntled noises.
Pretty much. If we had subtitles, that would be what it says in brackets. Disgruntled noises. So bad. I wish I could have done one review on that. I wish I did, because I wanted to do a bad review on a game. But yes, terrible.
Well, that's it for the non-Canon Awards. Thank you guys for tuning in this year. We're definitely going to have them again next year. Hopefully we'd be a little bit more brutal about it.
Just need more crappy games. Trust me, I'll be brutal.
Yeah, if you want to make that prestigious list or long list of games that are horrible, go ahead. Do it. Do it.
Not right now.
Better yet, tell us what the worst game that you've played this year is.
Ooh, that should be fun.
And if you've seen anything that was on, as far as things will be nominated, that you felt should have been nominated or felt should not have been nominated, let us know. And if you disagree with any of what we said for who should have won,
fight me.
Okay.
Well.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, she's not.
Yeah. I'm small.
All right.
That gives you an unfair advantage.
Maybe.
You're tiny. It makes you hard to grab. Small or swole?
Watch our 20 years of weight stream on Twitch.
20 years of weight.
Where we're streaming Last Guardian and Final Fantasy 15. We'll be trying to keep that regular for you guys. So pay attention to that. And an occasional Overwatch stream will be coming from yours truly. And if you guys have any suggestions or anything, please let us know.
Yeah.
You guys have anything else?
Don't
what?
I'll see you guys later.